Hi Geminis, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe and share. So I have shuffled these cards really good. I'm going to shuffle them 3 more times. We're going to have a 2-part reading. I'm going to cut them 3 times. And here we go for the first part. The first part of your reading, Gemini. Your weekly reading. Okay. So, Geminis, the overall energy of this reading is the Hanged Man. You're in a very spiritual place right now. You're seeking enlightenment. I don't know exactly what about. Let me look around this reading and see what's going on. But the universe hears you, and they are going to try to enlighten you. So I especially want to see the cards right around this one. Okay? So, in your highest energy, healing. You are healing to your bare bones. This is like seeing your own reflection in that pool of water coming back up at you, and you're going and you're remembering who you are, who you're born to be, who you're meant to be. This is really, really spiritual. You're in a very spiritual place, Gemini, right now. This is such deep healing. The Star card now is next to the 5 of Swords. So this is looking back at somebody who got away or that you left behind. The 5 of Swords is, you're standing upright, but you are looking back and you're thinking about somebody. It's sitting right next to the Empress. This could be the card for Libra. But the Empress is usually, whether it's Libra is in your chart or Libra is around the reading. Did I say the Star is Aquarius? So Aquarius could be in your chart or around the reading. Libra could be in your chart or around the reading. But more importantly, the universe usually throws this card out to remind you of who you are. And when this comes out, if you're a parent, you're usually a very good parent. You are loving and kind and considerate and thoughtful and generous, and you got so many great, wonderful qualities about you. For some reason, the universe really wants to remind you of that. Under the Star card, first off, I want to see this 5 of Swords. This is right above the Hangman, so I really want to pay attention to these cards that are connected with the center energy, especially since it's the Hanged Man. So the universe, they're pointing out, hey, you are looking back at someone either you left behind or just kind of slipped away or got away from you. You haven't forgotten about them, but you're thinking about them. Okay. Then under the Star card, I have the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is you are worn out. You're at your wit's end. You feel like you've been dragged through the mud. This is next to the Hangman and under the Healing card. So this is what you're healing over. You're healing over feeling just beat up, worn out. It's like somebody tied a rope to you and drug you through the mud. And so you're worn out. That is something else that you've reached out to the universe about. On the other side of the Hangman, there's confusion. You have a lot of confusion. You're going back and forth. This is right below the Empress, who you are as a person. When you're healing to your bare bones, you're going to remember who you really are, what you're all about. I think you lost yourself along the way somewheres, but you're getting yourself back. So Geminis, you've been confused and your mind has been taking you on a lot of ups and downs, it feels like. This is right next to the Hangman. So you've reached out to the universe about this confusion. And part of this confusion is about who you are. Why are you here? What are you doing here? How'd you get here? I mean, I don't know. But this is, you have confusion about yourself, okay? Under the Nine of Wands is the Page of Swords. So you're on guard. This is you. You're going through life on guard. You're ready for something to come along that you're going to have to cut out of your life. So, you know, it's like, and I think that might be what happened here with the Five of Swords. You've got all the swords. So you might be on the defense, like living on the defense all the time, waiting for something to happen all the time. Because it is under this card of being dragged through the mud. It's almost like, nope, that's never going to happen again because I got my sword up and that will never happen again. So next to the Page of Swords is the Two of Swords. This is not wanting to deal. This is under the Hangman. This is blocking your heart and not really wanting to see the whole picture. Not wanting to deal with things and blocking your heart at the same time. It's right next to that Page of Swords too. So you're on the defense and you are just blocking knowledge. You're blocking the universe from trying to guide you. You're blocking answers to love questions. It's right here next to the Queen of Cups. You have a lot of questions about love. You're really confused about what is it? What is it supposed to feel like? What is it supposed to look like? This is possible water energy. So Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer might be in your chart or around the reading, male or female. This is the only cup in the deck with a lid on it. In that cup are answers to love questions. So this queen is trying to peek in those little windows on the lid on that cup for the answers. So, but you're blocking the answers. So you want the answers, but you don't want the answers. You'd rather be on guard all the time. And confused. You're confused about love. So it's like you really want to see the answers, but do you really want to, you don't really want to know you have a lot of questions, but I don't know if you really want to know the answers. Oh, wow. Geminis. Let's take out the second half of this reading. Let's see where we go with it. The universe hears you, though. And they're trying to enlighten you by things that are happening around you. And, you know, I look around the Hangman in this reading. And this is, you know, what I've got so far is you're looking back at someone or people who have gotten away, are no longer in your life. You have all the swords. You feel like you've been dragged through the mud. You're worn out. You're confused. And you're blocking. So let's get the rest of these cards out. Okay, Gemini. Up here in your highest energy is the Seven of Swords. This is deceitful energy, lying, stealing, cheating, you know, just about anything you wouldn't want in your life, it could be. This is up in your highest energy. Now why? Why are all these swords? You got the five over here, you have a bunch of swords, but why is this energy here? Because it doesn't really seem to go with these other cards. So I feel like maybe this energy is holding you back. Maybe this is something you're healing from, because that's your highest energy over here. It's right next to the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a possible earth energy, male or female, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Might be in your chart, might be around the reading. But more importantly, it's about that pentacle, security, stability, groundedness, commitment. Now, this Seven of Swords is looking back at that King of Pentacles and taking off with the swords. So I feel like at some point you feel like you were taken advantage of. I feel like maybe they took your stability, your security. They took a part of you with them. I think it's deceitful, but it does involve stealing, and I think that they took from you. They took a piece of you with them. But here you are. You are stable. You are secure. You are self-confident, and you're alone, and you're single. Okay. I'd say alone, not lonely, but alone, And so you have a whole bunch of pentacles now. Whether they took your pentacle or not before, you're fine now. That's what it looks like. So under the Seven of Swords is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is stress, anxiety, confusion. It's next to this Two of Pentacles, which is a lot of confusion, a lot of it's almost instability. It's confusion, and here too, and there's stress associated with this, and just turmoil. And this is under that Seven of Swords, and I think that caused you a whole lot of stress and anxiety and confusion. It's right next to the Seven of Cups. Here we go with confusion, 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 confusion. The Seven of Cups is about love. It's under the King of Pentacles, that security and stability that it looks like, I think, that was taken from you at one point, and you're healing over that. And there's probably a lot more you're healing over. But these cups all have something else in them. There's not enough room in any of these cups for love. So, that's part of the confusion and the stress and the anxieties. Like, why do I always pick these cups that have no love? There's not enough anyway. If there is love, there's just not enough love in them. You've reached out to the universe about this, Seven of Cups. You're also reached out with this Nine of Pentacles, being who you are today, I believe, is the Hermit. And you're trying to ask for guidance for your path forward. This is the universe. This is the card for Virgo. So Virgo may be in your chart or around the reading. Now this King of Pentacles, remember, was an earth sign, possibly. And, the Nine of Pentacles can be earth too. But, I'm just reading it. That's your energy there. It's not it's not as strong as, being pointing toward an earth sign. But it can be. The Hermit is shining the lantern, the universe, okay, is shining the lantern on all this confusion about love. It's right under this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're in this Nine of Pentacles. You've found your own security, your own stability, your groundedness, yourself, your self-confidence. But you're still just as confused about love as you ever were. So, you're healing over here, and this is to the bare bones. This is in your highest energy, very spiritual. You've got a lot of spiritual cards here. I have the Chariot under the Five of Wands and next to the Queen of Cups, trying to figure out love. I'm having all those love questions about love. What is it supposed to look like? What's it supposed to feel like? Well, we have the Chariot here. This is the card for Cancer. Might be in your chart, might be in somebody else's chart. but this is moving forward, and this is moving forward at a pretty fast pace. And it's moving away from having all these questions about love. It's moving away from all this stress, anxiety, and confusion, and that's because you're healing. We have the Page of Pentacles right next to the Chariot. You're figuring things out. You're taking a deep, deep look into things, analyzing, dissecting. It's almost like looking into a crystal ball. And evaluating everything that's happened. It's right under all that confusion about love, right here. So maybe that's why you're moving away from the Queen of Cups, is you're figuring some things out. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, and I see that you're moving forward. Under the Hermit here is this Eight of Pentacles, and this is focusing on your work. It's putting your mind into working on yourself while you're thinking about this Page of Pentacles, analyzing everything. It's almost like you're just buried your head in your work, and you're focusing on your stability, your security, and you know, you do come out well here with the Nine of Pentacles. But this is how I feel like how you're doing it. So you're healing, you're working on yourself, you're just kind of keeping your nose to the grindstone while you're thinking about and analyzing everything. So Geminis, this was your reading, and I thank you for watching Universal Guidance.